from that cemetery. Well, meteorologist Brian Ramsey, Sunday evening here, and still very warm and smoky out there right now.
Yeah, so it's still, well, it's actually smoky, but it's actually cooler, believe it or not,
A little
today.
cooler.
So we're starting to cool a little bit. I mean, people barely hit the 90s today. So Reading had like a high of 90. So that's a lot better than yesterday where they hit about 99. But the unfortunate reason for that is because the smoke is thicker today. So a lot thicker smoke in the sky out there. That's keeping a lot of people a little cooler today. A live look from Richardson Springs. This is in the foothills in Butte County. You can see plenty of smoke in the skies, plenty of haze out there. That will continue into the day for tomorrow. The current temperatures right now sitting at 82 degrees now in Reading. So you're almost in the 70s now in Reading. Chico's still at 88, 91 though in Willows and in Williams. Look to be the only 90s out there at the moment. Some 70s in parts of the Sierra Cascades, 84 in Quincy right now. As for the future temperatures, we're going to be cooling down by 10 o'clock into the 70s and 60s across the valley, 50s in the mountains then in your overnight hours. As you wake up in the morning to that sunrise, you're going to see temperatures in the 50s for most of you in the valley, some 40s and even 30s in the mountains. Look at that, 37 for an overnight low in Chester. So as we get into tomorrow, about lunchtime, we're going to be back in the 80s, and then tomorrow afternoon in the valley, cooling back or warming up back into the low to mid 90s for tomorrow. So no cooler temperatures yet in that forecast, but we do have some big changes on the way. Here's a look at Hurricane Marie. It was a Category 3 hurricane yesterday. A Category 1 hurricane is anything above 74 miles per hour. It's currently got 75-mile-per-hour winds, so it has weakened rapidly since yesterday. That will continue to head northwest over the next few days as it weakens into a subtropical system, but that will affect our rain chances. So this is Marie, that's the subtropical system. We're currently under that ridge of high pressure. That will weaken on Wednesday, and then once we get to Thursday, they could actually turn a little north once it's all kind of dissipated, and some of that moisture could actually swing into this system coming in from the Gulf of Alaska, and it's going to be making landfall probably around Friday into Saturday. So Friday night, Saturday morning, going to be the best time for that rain, and it's going to kind of move over slowly, dumping some rain on our area. So the first rain of the season. So I think that is pretty exciting. As for the future rain totals that we could see, compared to the 5 o'clock, if you watch me at 5 o'clock, the rain totals have increased, at least on this model, the GFS model, American model. It's giving anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 2 inches across the area. As we go to the European model, another reliable long-term weather model, it's giving a little more generous, less generous amounts, more of what I think we're going to see, probably just 1/4 of an inch in the valley, maybe up to an inch in some of the foothill and mountain locations. The exact amounts and the exact timing of the system will change, though, as we get later into the forecast, so stay tuned over the next few days because that will change. As for a look at tomorrow, it's World Teachers Day. Most of you are probably teaching from home right now, but the temperature will be at about a high of 91 for tomorrow, so still getting a little warm for tomorrow. Air quality will still be a concern as well. And as what you've been all waiting for, your 7-day forecast. High of 91 for tomorrow, but getting into the 80s on Wednesday, then cloud cover increases, highs of only 70 on Friday, and then the rain moves in Friday night into Saturday, so that's something to watch. As for Reading, a high of 96 for tomorrow, getting into the 80s on Wednesday, then the 70s on Thursday, maybe even a high of 67 on Saturday, with a chance of getting some of those showers in Reading as well.
Okay, these computer models just can't make up their mind here.
No, and that's what happens, especially this early in fall. Once the atmosphere gets stuck in a wet pattern, it's a lot more predictable. But once you get that first storm, it's just very up in the air.
And not to mention the tropical disturbance that's merging with it. That's another factor.
Making it way more complicated. Yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you, Brian, for that. All right, we're coming right back.